Hi, my name is Shaun, Senior Sales Coordinator with Service Fusion. In this short video, I will show you a couple of ways to create a work order within our software. So we'll start in the Job section and click Create a Job, and it will take us to our work order page. Now there are multiple scenarios, so if it's a first-time client, any information you plug in, the moment you save the job, it will save the client as a customer in Service Fusion and also in QuickBooks or QuickBooks Online. If it is a repeat customer, there is a universal search bar, so I can plug in a phone number. The system will show me everything associated with that number. Sometimes you don't have the client's phone number, but you know their address, so you can use that as well. Company name, email address, pretty much anything you can think of. Now, as you can see, once you select the client, the system pulls up the information quickly. If you have warranties or maintenance agreements, you can name what they are, plug in a brief description and a lifespan, so the moment you pull up the account, you know whether they're in or out of warranty. Each company can have multiple contact persons, multiple phone numbers, email addresses, very simple process to add. They may also have multiple sites. So when you click select location, each location will pull up in the center of the screen, so it's very simple to select the right location and make sure we're routing these guys to the right property. In the job description field, you can give them a heads up as far as what the job entails. So for now, I'll just type in sample job. But if this area does not have enough room, you can expand the window and you have up to 4,000 characters to plug in to make sure that we capture it. If your client lives in a gated community, place a check here and just plug in the gate code so the tech will have access to it. And if you use purchase order numbers, we have a field to where we can capture that and associate it with the work order as well. Now next to the summary section, you have your own set of custom fields you can use any way you want. You can upload photos before and after the job. You can also attach documents, so if your tech needs access to an installation manual or contract, you can upload it and they'll be able to access it. And you can also load as much equipment history as you want. Now it's not uncommon for you to have a job that's not scheduled or assigned to anyone, so at this point you can save the job. But for the purposes of this demo, I just want to show you the full functionality. So under additional info, if you'd like to track your referral sources to see where your business is coming from, you can do that. If you have any agents or sales reps that are working the account, you can tag as many agents as you want. Now behind scheduling, if it happens to be a multi-day job, just place a check here and just plug in what that date range is. Otherwise, you can click check availability. And under the weekly view, the system will always highlight the current day that you're on. So if I'm scheduling a job today from, let's say, 11 a.m. to 12:30, simply click on it, drag the window, and release. It automatically populates here. If it's a repeating job, plug in a check mark and just tell the system how often you want it to repeat, and then click Save. Now, on some types of jobs, you know what technician is going to work it. So in that scenario, you do not have to go into the dispatch screen. From the work order, I can allocate my tech or series of techs to make the process even faster. If you have any notes that they need to know, you can plug it in so they'll be able to see it. And then also, once the job is done, you have a field for completion notes so they can plug in what their findings are, and then you can also flag the job for a follow-up if that's necessary. If there are any charges associated with the work order, you simply type in, what the name of the part is. It'll show you the parts that you have. Or if it's just a normal install or a service call, you just type in service and it'll show you your service call pricing. Now the system is versatile enough to adapt to a flat rate pricing structure or just a generic service call rate. The system knows the rate. It tracks your internal cost, so you know what your margins are on every job that you do. And at that point, I'm ready to save my job. So it's a very simple process. The average client tells us it takes them around 60 seconds to complete a work order. So we're trying to make you all as efficient as we can. Now the second scenario is directly from the dispatch screen. So this is your dispatch view. You have a weekly and a daily view, and all of your texts are on the left-hand side. So if your client calls in and they need someone to come out on Saturday, October 17th, I know who's working and who's available. So when I get to the correct technician, right-click on it, choose whether it's an estimate or a job, select it. It'll automatically fill in that technician. And at this point, it's rinse and repeat. Very simple process. Just plug in the customer's information again, and then just complete the work order and click Save Job. Now also from the calendar view, you have multiple views, either by status, tech assigned, or by zone. So you can simply go to the job, double click on it. It'll show you geographically where the job is. In this field at the bottom, you can physically allocate additional techs here by just clicking Edit, and you can add as many technicians as you want. And then just save it. So again, there are three different ways that you can dispatch and create a work order within our software. Again, my name is Shaun Cavett, Senior Sales Coordinator with Service Fusion. I truly hope that this was helpful. If you all have any questions or feedback for us, please give us a call. Direct number is 888-902-0304. We look forward to speaking with you all.